So you're recording now?
This February that you can't take this for granted, the time you have with these kids. It's special time. So what I'm going to do tonight a little different. I'm going to say a couple of words about each kid. Then he's going to come out, give the flowers to his parents, and we'll get a great picture. Sound like a plan? Of course, my wife told me to write down a few notes, but in 34 years, I thought, why would I start listening to my wife right now? You know? First up, Brendan O'Brien. All right? I was taking a walk in Wampatuck Park, and I ran into an old player of mine, and he was walking with this kid. He asked me where I coach, and I said Abington, and he had a big smile on his face, and that was his cousin Matt. It's a small community, we're all connected. Great player. Second up, Dave. Dave's played every position on this field. He's an athlete, I get him out there. Pretty soon I'm going to put him in goal. Great kid. John Doherty. I needed a volunteer 2 years ago. Goalie, second day of practice, he jumped in, never complained. What a great kid. Next up, Glenn. Glenn and I share a love for zombie movies, the good ones, you know? I'm going to miss this kid tremendously.
Good?
The season ends really quickly, and what I like to do this time of year is grab a senior. Next thing you know, you blink and the seniors, it's over. The first senior I wanted to talk to was Dylan. He is the easiest kid I ever coached. Never complains, never late. Love this kid. Oh, future. Matty D. Matty D. Full is the other side of the pillow. Never seen this kid up, never seen this kid down. Great competitor, 3-year starter. Matty D. Mark Cashman, my favorite captain I've ever coached. Always a smile on his face. Pleasure, absolute pleasure. Anthony, first year I have Anthony. He had a question for me. He did it the right way. He waited to the end of practice. He talked to me. I said by all means I would do it. Great kid. I love the way he handles himself. I wish I had him for 4 years. James, another first-time player. Last week we had all the kids wear Hawaiian shirts. James had the loudest one. The smile on his face during that practice, that's what seniors should be doing now. Good stuff. Great man. This one's going to be a tough one. Ryan. What a great kid. Easiest kid I ever coached, one of the better athletes I have ever coached. I am dearly going to miss this kid. I love him. Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think Ross is involved.
Next, first day of practice. I show up here. I haven't seen these kids in 2 years. There's some kid hanging by my car. And I'm like, who is that? Ended up being Luke with his smile. Great omen seeing him first kid. Great, great kid. hit Brendan, BG so hard, I made a mental note. This kid can play with a pole. I love this kid, always plays hard, coach's dream. Last but not least, I started talking to Connor this February to figure out who we're going to put in goal. Right? What a captain. Organized everything. In all my years of captain, of being a coach, in all the different towns, he's one of the best captains I ever had. He's a kid I can tell to do 5 things, and he'll do all 5. He's an asset. Last thing, parents. I was told at the beginning of the season that I had the most seniors playing a spring sport. I had the most seniors in any other sport besides football, and I would ask how I felt about it. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love these kids. I was looking at my old notes. Freshman year, when these kids signed up, there was 16 of them. 4 years later, there's 12. We kept 12. I love that. Great kids. Thank you for letting them in my life. I really appreciate it. We'll win this one, boys.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, lacrosse fans of all ages, hello and welcome onto the campus of Abington High School for today's Senior Day matchup. It's the Mashpee Falcons facing off against the Abington Green Wave. As always, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action high above the turf on a beautiful afternoon along Route 18. It's 81 degrees with a nice breeze coming in from near side of the field towards the team's benches. The Falcons wearing their visiting blue jerseys and shorts, white numbers, and lettering. The Green Wave in their home white jerseys and green shorts, black trim around the green numbers and lettering. Green Wave coming in at 2-3 overall. The Falcons come in at 3-1. Mashpee has 6 8th graders on their team against 5 seniors. The Green Wave have a plethora of seniors as seen in the pregame ceremony. This is number 19 with it, Jack Howard. Quinn made a save, and with it now is Mike Van Luling after getting the pass from David MacArthur. Van Luling takes a whack to his lower back, shakes it off, keeps moving forward. A shot and a goal! Abington's on the board first. That is number 20, Jonathan Halpin, with the assist to Mike Van Luling. Abington scoring 1 minute and 1 second into the first quarter. Can't ask for a better start than that for the Green Wave. Halpin, the freshman attack, getting goal number 1 on the day. You may notice that there's a significant change for this last home game of the year for the Green Wave. And that would be that the MIAA just lifted all mask requirements for outdoor sports in accordance with Governor Baker's update of yesterday, Monday afternoon. Players are very, very grateful at that development. Falcons with it. Number 4 behind the net is Caesar Hendricks, one of the 5 seniors. Bumping and riding is Hendricks. Spinning, trying to find a lane. His shot goes wide and out of play. Mashpee retains. Fairly big crowd here for Senior Day. Of course, all the parents, relatives. Here is Hendricks. Hendricks launches a shot. It goes off Quinn and in. We're all tied up with 9:55 to go in the first. I believe that was Caesar Hendricks out in front for the Falcons. This day two of a very busy week for Abington High School athletics. Tomorrow afternoon we've got junior varsity and varsity baseball over at the Frollo Complex. Thursday we've got tennis as well as girls varsity lacrosse and ultimate frisbee. Off the tie-up, the Falcons have it. It's number 11, Gabe Pereira. It eventually pops loose. Off to Hendricks. Hendricks walks in. Finds a lane and thinks better of it. To the top for Jack Stone. Stone lost it, picks it back up. 9:21 to go now in the first quarter. For 12-minute quarters here in MIAA High School Lacrosse. A long shot right into Jake Quinn's cross. He makes the save and tosses it all the way up to Mike Van Luling at midfield. Shot and a nice save by Caden Eaton, the junior goalkeeper for the Falcons. Van Luling's going to get a flag off a hit to the back of the head of Hendricks. And here's the call, a cross check. That'll be a 1-minute penalty for Van Luling. So Abington will play shorthanded. First extra man opportunity of the afternoon for the Falcons. In play to Jack Stone. Shot whistles wide, out of play. Far side putting it in will be Trey Peters, the junior. Peters carrying. Up to Gabe Pereira. Pereira over to Stone. One of the seniors who has had a big impact all season is Owen Reardon, who took a nasty chop to his right wrist last game, right out in front, and a goal for the Falcons. That is Jack Howard, number 19, with the marker for Mashpee. Reardon took a nasty whack in the last game against the Hull Pirates, ended up breaking his right wrist. 2-1 Mashpee leading, 7:55 to go, first quarter. Van Luling back in for the tie-up. Scooped up by David MacArthur. Up to Brendan O'Brien. Getting tripped up, and indeed a flag is Hunter Grafton out in front. O'Brien picks it back up. Another flag thrown. D'Ambrosio out in front. Saved by Eaton, and let's get the penalties. Number 23, Dan Gold, and number 16, Hunter Bonenberger with the penalties. Abington's first extra man opportunity. It'll be put in play by Zach Buccigross to the far side. In for Brennan O'Brien, 6-on-4 in the attacking end. D'Ambrosio to the middle, a shot and a nice save by Eaton. It bounces out to Brendan O'Brien, had to scoop it up. O'Brien. O'Brien shoots in a block for Jack Stone. Right back to O'Brien. Now, far side is Evan St. Martin. Mashpee got one player back. Shot and another save by Eaton. That one off of his right forearm, still loose out in front. Van Luling right in the middle of the fray. It bounces to Evan St. Martin, who picked it up. To top for O'Brien. Now Van Luling tees it up, and that one's blocked aside by Caesar Hendricks. Loose O'Brien scoops it up. Now 6:20 back to even strength. Shot this one whistles wide out of play. D'Ambrosio will bring it in play. D'Ambrosio out to Van Luling. Also basketball teammates and football teammates, those two. Brennan O'Brien also on the football team. He's got it now to Van Luling. They rotate. .540 to go, quarter number one. O'Brien starts his trek in, shoots, and scores. Brendan O'Brien, the senior midfielder, evening the game up at 2 apiece, 5.5 to go in the first.
Dave.
Falcons take it off of the face-off Gabe Pereira. Shot and a save by Quinn. He goes behind his net with it. Quinn's going to carry a little bit before tossing it up past midfield. Bounces it looking for Hunter Grafton in the middle. Falcons able to take possession and take it back across midfield.
There you go, Dave.
Jack Howard, the goal scorer, with it now on the far side. Now to Hendricks. Mashpee will slow it down. 4:18 to go first quarter. Tie game, 2-2. Jack Stone and Gabe Pereira rotating. To Hendricks. Hendricks turns on the Jets behind the crease, shoots and scores. Falcons retake a 1-goal lead, and they'll get a flag after the fact for unsportsmanlike. Caesar Hendricks will go to the penalty area. There will be no face-off due to said penalty. Abington will take the ball. Clock rolling. Van Luling picks it up. Another good save for Caden Eaton, the junior. He comes charging out. Green Wave trying to swarm all over him. He came about 30 yards out of his crease. Mashpee the other way. 3:15 to go first quarter. They lead at 3-2. Hendricks still in the penalty area for the unsportsmanlike. Ball still loose on the far side. Eventually kicked by Ryan Venuti. Gabe Pereira takes the contact, still possessing Van Luling. Van Luling is going to get called for a slash here. There wasn't a whole ton of menace behind that. Hendricks back in. He's got it now. Cross check is the call. The whistle blows. And got all that. Mashpee's going to end up with a penalty as well. Gabe Pereira just ran off. He might have gotten called for a cross check. Mashpee still 6-on-5 in the attacking zone. Out in front, the shot and a goal. It whistled right over Quinn's head. And that is number 19 again, Jack Howard. Falcons take a 4-2 lead, 2:13 to go first quarter. Hunter Grafton in to take the face-off against Pereira. Grafton knocks it loose. Scooped up by, well, eventually by, let's see, Hendricks. Hendricks a lot of room to run. Gives it to the outside. A shot and a save by Quinn. $1:45 to go now in the first frame. Quinn turns it over. Hendricks out in front looking for a lane. Shoots in, it whistles wide. It'll be an Abington ball. Up for Zach Buchagras. Now Matt D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio working east and west, turns it over to Dan Gold, one of the 5 seniors on the Falcons roster. Minute 12 now to go in the first quarter. Up for Brendan O'Brien. He crosses midfield. Van Lulling to D'Ambrosio. Far side, St. Martin. Hello to Jonathan Halpin. Now back up for Grafton. Cross to D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio cuts in, shoots, and blocked away in front again. Still loose, and Eaton eventually is still loose. Eaton will turn back towards his crease. Bodies flying all over the place on the far side. 15 seconds to go, first quarter. In for Van Lulling with 10 seconds now in the first quarter. Mike Van Lulling cuts in, shoots, and it goes just wide with 3.7 seconds to go. Mashpee is just going to hold it. The first quarter comes to an end. The Falcons out to a good start. They lead at 4-2 at the end of the first frame. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you second quarter action right after this. Hello, and welcome back onto the campus of Abington High School for second quarter action between the Mashpee Falcons and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action high above the turf on this beautiful sunny afternoon here in Abington. The score coming into the second quarter is 4-2. The Falcons lead it off of a breakout performance by Jack Howard. He's got 2 of the 4 Falcons tallies. Carrying it now is Gabe Pereira. The Falcons wearing their visiting blue jerseys and shorts, white numbers and lettering. The Green Wave in their home white jerseys, green shorts, black trim around the green numbers and lettering. Thank you for watching this stream and every stream provided during this crazy spring sports season on the airwaves of Abington Community Access and Media. YouTube.com/AbingtonCam02351/live. That's the place to go. Every single game we provide live is available at that link. If you miss one of those live broadcasts, AbingtonCam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video. Live streams are our cable access channels, bulletin board information, and more, as Hunter Grafton just hit the post. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, AbingtonCam02351 across the board. Feel free to give us a follow, a like, a subscribe, a share. Copy and paste that link. Send it to all your friends. Down to the home stretch of spring sports season. Just a couple of weeks left here. $14 seniors on this Green Wave roster were all celebrated before the game. That is by far the largest number of seniors, other than football, of course. Pereira skipped it in, and it was recovered by Mashpee. Long shot saved by Quinn, and he does not allow the rebound. Floats it up to Van Lulling, who catches it in stride. Van Lulling finds a wide open number 19. That's Pat Pruitt. His shot saved. The Falcons back the other way. It is Caesar Hendricks. Cross to Pereira. Pereira shoots and scores. Seeing eye bullet from Gabe Pereira gives the Falcons a 5-2 lead with 9:15 to go second quarter. Grafton in for the tie-up against Pereira. Scooped up by, still loose. The hold called against Mashpee, so Abington will get the free ball. Evan St. Martin puts it in play. Luce Eaton picked it up and sends it forward for the Falcons. Hendricks again trying to set up the Mashpee offense. Hendricks spinning, shoots, and Quinn deflected it wide. Hendricks trying to find an angle to shoot. Hendricks back and forth with Howard. Howard goes across to Jack Stone. D'Ambrosio able to pop it up looking for Grafton. Out in front and pushed in by Matt D'Ambrosio. That'll bring it to 5-3 with 6:59 to go. D'Ambrosio, his first marker of the game. Grafton scoops it up. Van Luling gets it back. This is Pat Pruitt, another freshman. Van Luling saved by Eaton. Hendricks finds a little bit of open space. couple, more than a couple whacks from Buccigross on the far side. Trying to shake Caesar Hendricks. Hendricks gets it back, holding, now gives over to number 12, Dominic Mattiotto. Back to Hendricks. Pereira finds a lane, shoots, and scores. Pereira having a great afternoon. That brings it to 6-3, 5:34 to go in the second quarter. Abington making a few rotational changes. Shot, and this one deflected away. Haven't seen. Martin switches with D'Ambrosio. Shot, this one goes well wide. Mashpee retains. Back in play, it is Jack Howard. He gives to Caesar Hendricks. Working behind the net. Now back to Hendricks. 4.5 to go second quarter. Mashpee slowing things up in the offensive end. Shot waved off. Foul called on Mashpee there. Connor Buckley, one of the 4 co-captains of this team. Shot and a goal. D'Ambrosio has his second of the afternoon. Senior Matt D'Ambrosio with his second goal of the afternoon. 4:01 to go second quarter. Crafted in for the tie-up once again. Falcons take Gabe Pereira, scoops it up.
Let's go, Dave. Here we go, Dave.
Out in front is Howard. He shoots and scores again. A hat trick now for Jack Howard, the junior. That brings us to 7-4. High-scoring affair here. 3:18 to go in the second. Timeout called by Abington. 3:18 to go in the second. They're trailing 7-4 against the Mashpee Falcons here on Senior Day. Back underway, 3:15 now and counting in the second quarter. Falcons lead at 7-4 over the Green Wave. Green Wave tried to force it out front. Falcons read it. D'Ambrosio on the far side scrapping for it. Couple of whistles. And Mashpee will take over. Have a foul called here against the Green Wave. Dave MacArthur touches it up, and the call. So Abington man down once again. Hendricks behind Quinn's goalie crease. Howard sends it up for Dominic Matteo. Out in front, Falcons can't get a clean shot off. They pass it around, and a nice save by Quinn as he was sliding down to the turf. Now Brennan O'Brien with it. O'Brien turning on the Jets, finds Matt D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio takes a big whack right on the helmet and no flags. D'Ambrosio behind the net.
Get a shot.
1:05 left to go, second quarter. Falcons holding that 3-goal lead, 7-4. Van Looling behind the net. Great pass to Hunter Grafton, and Mike Van Looling with a beautiful assist. That brings us back within 55 seconds to go in the second quarter, 7-5. Van Looling fooled everybody on that pass right out in front. He found Hunter Grafton, who popped it into the open net. Grafton called for the false start.
Here we go, Dave.
A timeout called by Mashpee. 41 seconds to go in the second quarter. Falcons leading at 7-5. Abington with the last goal. It was Hunter Grafton out in front. 7-5 timeout on the field. Back in a flash. Back underway. 35 seconds to go in the first half. Caesar Hendricks shoots a great save by Quinn. 7-5. Mashpee leads it, a high-scoring affair. And another timeout. Looks like it'll just be an organizing timeout as Abington for at least the majority of their players staying out on the field. Howard. Already a holder of 3 goals today. Shoots behind the net. Shot blocked away now. The buzzer sounds, and we are at halftime. Credit Glenn LaPointe with a couple of blocked shots there at the end. At halftime, it is 7-5 Mashpee over Abington here on a beautiful afternoon for Senior Day on the campus of Abington High School. 7-5 Mashpee at halftime. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you second half action right after this. Hello and welcome back onto the campus of Abington High School for second half action between the Mashpee Falcons and the Abington Green Wave. Once again, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson, bringing you all the action high above the turf here on a beautiful afternoon. The score is 7-5 Mashpee coming into the third frame. Quinn making a save. Falcons pick up the rebound. David MacArthur had to leave at halftime. That's a pretty big loss for the Green Wave. So the Abington ball now behind Jake Quinn's crease. Michael Van Luling charging up. Takes it all the way across midfield. Van Luling trying to find a lane. Walks in. His shot went wide. Picks up his own rebound. Now D'Ambrosio finds Grafton, who slings it in. And that one sails wide. Zach Buchagras gives to D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio finds a lane, shoots in. Might have hit the post as it skips out of play. $9:50 to go. Third quarter. D'Ambrosio at the top. Rotates with Jonathan Halpin. Back to D'Ambrosio. Grafton behind to Van Luling. Van Luling bumping and riding. Hiller on the flag. Two flags. It'll be a cross check. The call is on Brock Zaliski. So Abington will go man advantage here. Halpin. Buchagras. Buchagras slings it and skips it and saved by Eaton. Be a push from behind So Abington will retain possession. Grafton spinning to D'Ambrosio, who's got 2 tallies today. Back to Grafton. Halpin, Bouchergras shoots, and a save by Eaton. Caesar Hendricks. Eight minutes to go, third frame, 7-5 Mashpee. Scooped up by Jack Stone. Stone across to Howard. Shot and a goal. It's Jack Howard, his 4th goal of the game. And the Falcons take an 8-5 lead with 7:18 to go in the third. Gabe Pereira picks it up off of the draw. Out to Ian Cook. Now it's Caesar Hendricks. Mashpee starting to play the clock game. Up 3 in the later stages of the third quarter. Out in front, it is scooped up by Ryan Venuti. Venuti hit from behind, lost it. Falcons take it back now. And Luling finds the loose ball. His pass is broken up by Mashpee. They go charging back the other way. Howard far side. Mashpee slow passing around the outside. Jack Stone for Pereira. Pereira rushes in and his stick takes a heck of a whack by Venuti. Conduct foul is called on Abington's coach Tom Flanagan. So that wipes out Abington's possession and Mashpee shoots wide. Van Luling. Little hesitation before turning on the Jets to create some space. Still carrying. Van Luling scoops it back up far side. D'Ambrosio finds Buccigross. Now Van Luling. Back to Buccigross. That is Pat Pruitt far side. Through contact, and Abington will retain the ball. Hunter Grafton, the freshman. Grafton slings it, was broken up. Contact with his stick. Shot and a goal. It was, let's see, number 19. Pat Pruitt. That brings us back within 2-8 to 6 Mashpee with 3:41 to go in the third. Van Luling will take the draw this time as Evan St. Martin rotates to his wing. Van Luling off of the draw. D'Ambrosio, who majority of the student body refers to affectionately as Matty D. Now it is Evan St. Martin far side. Halpin, the freshman. Van Luling spins out. We'll reset it up. 2:50 to go now in the third quarter. D'Ambrosio already with 2 goals today. Gives back to Van Luling. Van Luling charges in, finds the lane, shoots, and scores! Mike Van Luling brings us within 1-8 to 7. The Mashpee lead is 1 with 2.5 minutes even to go in the third frame. Tie up taken by Pereira. Pereira trying to find a lane. He shoots and it skips wide. Now to play with 2:01 to go in the third.
Come on, let's get another one. Go, Green D. Go.
Jack Stone. Working east and west. Down low to Howard. Howard, 3 goals today, and make it 4. The junior Jack Howard with an afternoon to remember. 4 goals as he extends the Mashpee lead back to 9-7 with a $1:44 to go in the third. Van Lilling in for the tie-up. Still loose. Now St. Martin moves in for backup. Eventually taken by Trey Peters. O'Brien sends it into Jake Quinn behind his net. Quinn carrying. Finds O'Brien. Brennan O'Brien with a lot of space to work. D'Ambrosio with a hat trick. Matty D bringing us back within a goal, 9-8 with 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the third quarter. Off of the tie-up, it is Caesar Hendricks. Hendricks has to circle back. Under a minute, 45 seconds now. Hendricks bobbing and weaving, working east and west. He shoots and saved by Quinn. Quinn up to St. Martin. 30 seconds now in the third quarter. St. Martin now Butchergrass on net, saved by Eaton with 10 seconds. Eaton lost it, has to scoop it back up as Grafton was pressuring. Buzzer sounds, the third quarter has come to an end. It's a 1-goal game heading to the final frame. 9-8, the Mashpee Falcons lead it at the end of 3. We're going to step aside, take a quick break, and bring you the fourth quarter right after this. Hello and welcome back onto the campus of Abington High School for the fourth and final quarter of our Senior Day presentation of Green Wave Lacrosse. The Mashpee Falcons leading it by just 1 goal, 9-8, the score coming into the final frame. D'Ambrosio's got a hat trick to lead the Green Wave in scoring. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, Jack Howard has 4 goals. Shot and another one for Howard. He's got 5 on the day. It's just 31 seconds into the fourth quarter. The Falcons regain a 2-goal lead, 10-8. Now the score. I want to thank you for hanging in with us all season long on the airwaves of Abington Community Access and Media, youtube.com/abingtoncam02351/live. That's the place to go. All week this week, all week next week. A lot of live broadcasts coming at you for Green Wave Sports. If you miss a live broadcast, abingtoncam.tv, the place to go for on-demand video. Live streams of our cable access channels, bulletin board information, and more. Another one for Howard. He's got 6 goals on the day. What a day for Jack Howard. She's got 6 of the 11 Mashpee goals. Feel free to give us a follow, a like, share on social media, Abington Cam 02351 across the board. Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. False start called on Mike Van Luling. .55 to go, fourth quarter. Howard with it. He's got 6 goals today. Good old double hat trick for him. Pereira winds up and shoots directly at the cross of Jacob Quinn. Bridgecross went down. Now Howard has it. Howard shoots and scores again. 7 goals for Jack Howard today. He's having a day to remember. He has scored more goals than the rest of the Falcons combined. So he accounts for 7 of them. The rest of the Falcons have scored 5. Pereira off of the tie-up, takes a few whacks from Van Luling. Good attempt to keep it in by Jack Stone, ultimately unsuccessful in that effort. Van Luling talking a little trash to Caesar Hendricks on his way up the field. Then you got to be quicker than that if you want to catch me. 9.5 to go, fourth quarter. It's a 4-goal lead now for the Falcons. Largely in part due to Jack Howard, the junior. He scored 7 today. D'Ambrosio has a hat trick of his own. Gives down low to Evan St. Martin. Gets it back. Matty D with 9:10 to go. Finds Grafton. Grafton cross-checked. Able to pick it back up. And Abington will take possession out of play on the foul call. Our front fin Luling teed it up and couldn't find a hole. Back the other way. A shot and a save for Quinn. And Luling. Still loose. D'Ambrosio comes away from the pile with it. .7:55 to go, fourth quarter. 4-goal Mashpee lead. Caesar Hendricks has had a decent afternoon. He's got it now. He shoots and scores. Hendricks has his second. And that gives the Falcons a 5-goal lead, 13-8, 7:43 to go in the fourth quarter. Well, it's been a good year for all the seniors. Owen Reardon, Brendan O'Brien, David MacArthur, Brendan Grafton, Sean Doherty, Glenn Lapointe, Dylan Porter, Matt D'Ambrosio, Mark Cashman, Ryan Venuti, Luke McCabe, Connor Buckley, Anthony Berardinelli, and James Mahoney. The lengthy list of seniors for the Green Wave, all of which were recognized in the pregame ceremony. There is 4 or 5 games remaining for the Green Wave, but all of them are on the road. Holding is Howard. Howard spinning. Shoots, and this one bounces off of Quinn. Brendan O'Brien behind the net gets shoved down. Buchagras sprinting up, takes the contact from Hendricks and gets past him. D'Ambrosio with it. Shot blocked away. Diego Fleitas. Call on Mashpee. D'Ambrosio will bring it back into play. He finds Grafton. Grafton slings it, saved by Eaton. Eaton rotating around his crease. 6 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 13-8 is Eaton carrying all the way up. And a little bit of trouble. This one will skip out of play. Buchagras brings it back in as Eaton has to backpedal back towards his net. Buchagras gets tripped up by Hendricks, and Hendricks will be penalized. Pruitt to D'Ambrosio. Hunter Grafton tied up, shoots, and it goes wide, out of play. And the call. Trip called on Caesar Hendricks. So Abington man up for the next minute. Abington had too many men on the field. Now it's back in play. St. Martin. D'Ambrosio holding. Now Van Luling. Hunter Grafton. A little bit of space. Finds St. Martin. Teeing up and tossing it wide was Jonathan Halpin. Abington retains. 5:01 to go. And another goal. Hunter Grafton with that tally. That brings it to 13-9. Deficit cut to 4 with 4:55 to go. Van Luling in for the tie-up with Pereira. It's loose, and eventually coming up with the ball that skipped away was Jack Stone. Nobody knew where it was. And Mashpee will waste out some clock. Pereira and Quinn made another save. Spinning away is Dominic Mattiotto. Out of the sin bin is Caesar Hendricks, the senior. He's got it now. Flips to Jack Howard, who has 7 goals today. Jack Stone. Back to Howard. Pereira spinning around Ryan Venuti. Hendricks charging in. Looking for a path to the front. Timeout called by Mashpee. 3:15 to go, fourth quarter. They lead it by 4 goals, 13-9. Not much time left here on Senior Day. Abington needs to add a couple and do it in relatively short order. We're back in a flash. All right, 3:15 to go. The Green Wave trailing by 4. Green Wave trailing by 4, make it 5 as Caesar Hendricks has a hat trick today. His third goal will make the Falcons lead 5 with 2:58 to go in the fourth. Grafted in for the draw. That was number 23, Anthony Berardinelli, one of the seniors, as all of the seniors have taken the field for the last couple of minutes. Mark Cashman defending against Caesar Hendricks. Shot, a nice save by Quinn. He'll scoop it up. Green wave off the interference call. D'Ambrosio, a hat trick, carries in, shoots, had it broken up. Out of contact with his stick. Berardinelli scrapping for it. There's a massive traffic jam. It kicks loose to Eaton, who scoops it up. Now under 2 minutes to go, 150 in the fourth quarter. The Abington ball, the member of the Green Wave with that contact was Glenn LaPointe. Now off to Hunter Grafton. Zach Buchagras. 90 seconds to go in the last home game of the year for the Green Wave. There's still 4 or 5 more road games on the season. Eaton lost it. Now out in front, and the Falcons able to grab it. 1 minute to go. It's a 5-goal Mashpee lead, 14-9. Action-packed day. It was a 1-goal lead at halftime for Mashpee, 9-8, and Zach Buchagras able to pot one. 44.8 seconds to go in the fourth quarter, 14-10. Zach Buchagras, of course, the nephew of ESPN anchor John Buchagras, Bucci, Maine. Also a member of the Green Wave hockey team. Buchagras on the tie-up. He gets the ball off the false start. D'Ambrosio, already hat-trick today. Gets it up to Hunter Grafton. Grafton to Buchagras. His shot and a save by Eaton. 25 seconds to go. Chased down in the corner by Connor Buckley. In Abington ball, clock stops with 21.3 seconds to go. "15 seconds of counting. Connor Buckley behind the net. Gives to Hunter Grafton. Grafton trying to find a lane. Skips it up, and limping away is Dan Gold. D'Ambrosio last second shot, and it will be saved by Eaton. The buzzer sounds. And this one has come to an end. The Green Wave fall to 2-4 on the season. The Falcons improve to 4-1. The final score, 14-10 on Senior Day. Matt D'Ambrosio having one to remember with a hat trick. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it is number 19, Jack Howard, our player of the game. 7 of the 14 goals for Mashpee as they walk away with the victory. 14-10, the final from Abington High School today. the green wave falling to the Mashpee Falcons. I want to thank you for watching this broadcast of Abington Community Access and Media. I want to thank our cameraman for bringing you today's sights and sounds, the one, the only, Joe Beaver. For everyone here at Abington Community Access and Media, I'm Mad Dog Matt Nelson. We will see you next game.